play of the game from way down.
Two, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bombs going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bombs Tastingo gonna find Rainer.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nexus Gaming series. We are about to replay cast game number 1 between Party Time and Demonic Entity Within in this best of 3 series for Division B East. Now, these teams are basically locked dead neck and neck for number 4 and number 5 in the in Division B. Did I say West earlier? Anyways, B East. Yerp. And so let's actually take a look at these standings here real quick. So both of these teams sitting at 20 points as Party Time just completed a 2-0 victory over Bugin Squad there. And so that ties them up with Demonic Entity Within. Whichever team gets this is almost certainly going to be at least 4th. There's a good possibility that they could even be higher. So just depends on what happens with the remaining games as Saltscale Murgles and Phoenix Rising Ruby are playing on Friday. Region Phoenix and Tiny Dancers are playing on Sunday. So whoever wins this gets a pretty significant boost in the standings here. Taking a look at our map bans. Party Time started off with the bans on Cursed Hollow and Towers of Doom, and then Demonic Entity Within with the bans on Brax's Holdout and Battlefield of Eternity. And our first game is going to be played on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It was the selection of Party Time. All right, and we got the game all loaded up here. Hey, thanks, Lid. I appreciate it. Okay, we can probably set that up. Don't worry about it. We'll chat about that. I'll make a note of that. Game is all set up here, so let's get this in here. Turn this off. Alrighty. On the left, we've got Party Time. Let me hit this here. There we go. We've got Party Time. It's going to be Ekeb on the Malthael, Sealyman on the Ana, Bishop Mist on the Alarak, Chess Clue playing the ETC, and Schumann on Gul'dan. And on the right, it's going to be Demonic Entity Within. We got DEW Karama on the Malfurion, Pizzo playing the Jaina, Louis GG on Johanna, Arendelle on Rainer, and Love playing some Ragnaros. So Lid, I just again I want to shout out the 1,000 bits, much appreciated, and we'll make sure that you get a replay cast of that Region Anomaly versus House of Ches. That sounds like I can imagine that was a fantastic matchup. All right, so taking a look at our talents here, what do we got? We got Pale Horse from Malthael. He's going to zip around these narrow lanes pretty quickly as we get Alarak starting off with the telekinesis and a double silence out of Discord Strike, but it's going to be Ragnaros and Malthael hanging out in the bot lane here. So Ragnaros going into that Q build for his Empower Sulfuris. Ace in the hole there for Rainer, going to be kind of a standard combo with the Jaina slows. Jaina going into Frostbite and Hold Your Ground for the Johanna as looks like Ragnar is going to get caught on that rotation. First Blood going over to Party Time. We got Johanna hanging out in the bot lane here with the Malthael now, trying to catch up this Soak. Party Time's talents, we got that Prog Rock. Ana going into the anti-healing grenade there. What is that? Biotic grenade? Yeah, Biotic grenade. Ruthless Momentum for Alarak, so he's going to have telekinesis far more often. And a Fell Flame build here for Gul'dan. So going for that additional radius on his Fell Flame as opposed to the reverse corruption potential. But with Malthael having a little bit of an advantage here in the bot lane with that kill onto Ragnaros earlier, he's able to pick up the siege camp. So that's going to give him a little bit of an XP lead. Currently about 30 or so % of a level. As level 4 is coming online now for party time. Sitting at 7 stacks on Empower Sulfuras there for, or Sulfuras Hungers rather, for Ragnaros. And we've got a pretty reasonable amount of frontline here, but Ragnaros is maybe going to fall. Oh my goodness, 4 health. Never mind, Rainer's gonna get the ETC up in the top lane, but Ragnaros gets away with absolutely nothing. Yikes. One more Q, one more anything, and Ragnaros is toast there. But instead, it's gonna be the toasty cow. And it was probably frozen, now that I think about it, between Jaina and Raynor. 26 gems turned in as Malthael getting his turned in the bot lane here. 10 for the side of Demonic Entity Within. Neither team yet has enough for a Web Weaver, although both teams are pretty close. Slightly ahead is party time. Perhaps in anticipation of this, Demonic Entity Within is going to grab their Bruiser camp, get that on the map, and party time has 41 turned in. They do have enough to get Web Weavers. Johanna going in on the team. Bishop missed, getting low, but is going to be able to make it out. What do we got for Rag? Rag's sitting at 12 of these gems. So enough that it's required for Rag to turn in order for DEW to get their Web Weavers. And this Bruiser camp is now going to make its way to the wall. So DEW does have the potential for that spell armor. But now, so does party time. Oh, we got looking for the Malfurion, the Power Slide Telekinesis combination, and that is a dead Malfurion. But that sacrifice earns DEW the first Web Weaver turn-in of the game. And there might be enough time to take out this Bruiser camp, so it's not going to stall out the Web Weaver when it gets here too badly. Checking in on bot lane, though, we got Rag versus Malthael still, as DEW finalizing that mid camp. They've got their Web Weaver there, and it looks like they might be electing to come down, rotate down into bot lane here. Jaina's looking to see if she can't catch in onto the Malthael. There's the Cone of Cold for the slow, but he pops that Wraith Strike, and looks like Malthael, with all the jukes, gonna be able to get away here. But this is a 4-man push in the bot lane as Raynor up in the top lane. ETC's coming in behind, though, along with the Alarak. There's the telekinesis onto the Ragnaros, getting the rest of the combo, but not able to get a kill. ETC just a little bit behind the team there, so wasn't quite able to get what they were looking for. But ultimately, the defense keeping most of the structures alive here. Top just now getting some damage from Raynor. We see one tower down in the mid lane, and ultimately one tower down in the bot lane. And Ekeep has enough for the turn here. Getting close to level 10. And this is always the kind of that moment where you're like, do we wait a little bit? Because if they waited a minute, they get level 10 and they can push harder. But getting the kill onto Johanna is going to make it a lot easier for them to push with this Web Weaver phase, and makes it more likely that they get level 10 before they even get the Web Weavers to the wall here. It's very close. Raynor there getting a little close there with that Power Slide and Telekinesis, but is able to make it out. And slight variation here as we've got party time working in the top lane. ETC's gonna Power Slide onto Raynor, gets a face melt and the kill. Level 10's now available. And there goes that Horrify. They're not quite able to keep the body blocks out on Chest Clue long enough, but it's going to be Malfurion falling there to the Gul'dan, and Malthael trading out the kill onto Ragnaros. And there's not a whole lot of a wave here, so this Web Weaver will end up dying before it's able to get that bottom fort. Mid fort will get a little bit of damage here. I don't think it takes it all the way down, but it definitely is going to bring it down to probably half. Although Raynor is there now. Okay, a little bit more than half. Maybe it is going to get all the way down. No, just close. ETC coming in on the aggressive side. Looking for something here. There's the power slide. Big Mosh gets condemned, however, and into the Ragnaros lava wave. Chessclue doesn't care, and the counter strike onto Johanna, getting a double kill. 51 gems available for party time here. Demonic Entity within. Also sitting about halfway. They've got 29 out of the 55 required, so very close as party time. They literally need 1 gem to get another Web Weaver. Now let's talk about these ultimates. So Horrify, we got the Nano Boost, the Last Rites, Mosh Pit, and Discord, or not Discord Strike, that's his ability, Counter Strike for party time. Whereas Demonic Entity Within, who picked up their Bruiser Camp there, we got a little bit of a fight. Root coming out, zoning out the team, allowing for the rotation in from the rest. But anyways, they send out their Bruiser Camp to kind of slow things down here in that mid lane. But we've got the Lava Wave, the Twilight Dream, Raynor's Raider, Ring of Frost, and Blessed Shield. ETC getting the power slide in. There's the Telekinesis. And Root coming out, the Condemn pulling them into Root. We got a Ring of Frost getting the kill on the Malthael. Chessclue getting really low. Can Jaina finish the kill? No, he's going to power slide out. Raynor getting killed by the Counter-Strike, but Sealyman getting pulled in. So that is a 2-for-1 trade under the Web Weavers. It might turn into not a good trade here. Counter-Strike just barely missing. And by barely, I mean not that barely, but still. That thing connected, that's a dead Jaina. Ragnaros clearing up mid lane, so mid lane is going to be fine. Bot lane, however, will go down. And top lane has the Web Weavers. Pizzo doesn't have the ice block yet, so is... Oh no! Oh no! The power side went to the Mosh. Oh no! The Mosh gets 2 but gets interrupted, and they get the... Oh my goodness. I don't know if that was a... I didn't see. I'll have to look at the replay. Let's come back to this. I didn't see how that got interrupted, but it sounded like Twilight Dream went out. It did go out. So I'm assuming somehow that... I thought that that would interrupt, but anyways. Yeah, I don't know. So ETC doesn't power slide Jaina. Jaina dies anyway, I think. Yeah, she dies. And then ETC... Oh no, it was the Condemn. Okay. And then he did Twilight Dream immediately after, so there you go. Either way, they still died. People died. Much mosh, many damage, indeed. So much damage coming out on top of that. Also, good evening, Rackham. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little while. Appreciate you making your presence known. 15-13. In favor here of party time. 12 kills to 4 as well. A big portion of where that XP bonus is coming from. So I think I was talking about these ultimates, but I don't think I finished. Blessed Shield, Raynor's Raider, Ring of Frost, Lava Wave, and Twilight Dream. I think we've seen pretty much all of that come out. And the combination, like the Jaina Johanna has been working really well, setting people up for the Ring of Frost, and just pulling them in for the damage here. We do have enough from Demonic Entity now that they can get a turn in. So 56 gems. Not really in a great place for it, though. If they try to get that turn in now, they're going to have a Malthael coming from one side along with the rest of the team from the other. Who's been getting nanoed? Oh, that's a Malthael nano. Mega Muffin, $10. There you go. All right, Ragnaros with 40 gems is gonna get those turned in. Yes, okay. So it does get them turned in. And here comes that lava wave in the top lane, keeping that lane pressed the other direction. But so far, no forts down for Demonic Entity Within. Nice pull back in. The Blessed Shield going out, just not quite enough to keep Johanna alive. Alarak getting even more powerful as this game continues. But again, DW did turn in 40 gems, so they just need 15 to turn in. But Party Time's going to rotate up and get this boss. So the question is, do they recognize this? Does DW recognize that they're on the boss? They're not showing. And I wonder if we can see. Yeah, so they're not even showing in vision here to Party Time. And here comes the boss. Still no web weavers though. So the question is, can they defend this? And it looks like it's going to be left up to defend. Ragnaros setting up. We have almost enough for another turn in from Party Time. So this could turn into a very significant push. And they do now have enough to turn in. So just got to rotate their team in. We've got Malthael coming back. He doesn't have any left to turn in. So he's going to get the party started over here on the Bruiser camp. So they'll have the Bruisers along with the Web Weavers pushing in the mid lane. And world's kind of their oyster, as they say. They can kind of go anywhere at this point. Nice Iron Skin there from Johanna, able to get away from the power slide. It looks like they want to push in the top lane. Makes a lot of sense. They'll have that mid lane pressure from the Bruiser camp and the Web Weaver. So allow that AI PvE stuff to do its job and get that value in structure damage there. And you can see ETC kind of looking for that, but it's going to be Alarak who's able to get the knockback from rather Ragnaros. Chestclue taking loads of damage from that lava wave, and the Twilight Dream knocking out on it. We're going to see Silence going out onto the Malthael. The Blessed Shield hitting all three of them. Can Malthael survive this? No, he can't. Alarak going down. That's a reset on the sadism. And Gul'dan, the only hero to survive as the mid lane is going to fall, I think. Nope, just fine. Ragnaros says, I got this. Don't worry, homies. I do this all the time. But in any case, still a lot to do here. The lanes are still pushed pretty far up. All the walls are down, and some keep damage in each of the lanes. Yes, that lava wave was well timed. Really set up the whole play. It is B East, yeah. Serenity, if you look at the stream title, it should say B East there in the stream title, just so you're aware. All right, Red Web Weavers coming onto the map here. Now they are pretty pushed up. We got the Siege Giants in the bot lane, so that was gonna slow down the Web Weavers there. Malfurion getting pulled in. That blast wave from Ragnaros might just have saved Malfurion a grisly death, as we see level 20s just around the corner here for these teams. Let's show some of these other stats here. You keep going in. There's the nano boost going out, but the Silence locking down the Malthael. Chestclue taking just boatloads of damage. However, Johanna's going to be the first one to fall. Jaina the second. And Last Right's going out, not going to secure the kill on to Ragnaros. And Mosh Pit coming in, going to get the Ragnaros now. And Lava Wave is coming, so this is going to force Party Time to kind of move away from that Lava Wave. Raynor now has to try to find a way to get out. But much like we just saw, this is a 4-for-nothing trade here. And level 20 is now online. Red team DEW picking up the bot fort, picking up the top fort, so they are getting that value now. Alarak looking for that Rainer, but getting a little far forward is gonna get the shots from the tower there. But Arundel might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew. No, 80 hit points is gonna make it out. Absolutely bonkers. So I know we saw the hasty bargain here. So permanently reduces by 4%. So we definitely saw him use that. Didn't quite get all of the abilities on there. You're not dumb. It's okay. Let's see what else we got. Base defense, more like a base massacre the other fools. Yep, a little bit. Yeah, the web weavers both times here, 4-0. Sorry about that. Johanna build. What do we? Oh, I see. All right, so we've got Party Time heading down, getting their bruiser camp. We've got DEW possibly looking at the boss. They're in the top lane. Let's see, what do they see? So they don't see anybody. Let's see, what do they see? Okay, so Party Time clearly knows. And there's Rainer's Raiders scouting it out here. But he's good. He knows what's going on. Who's that handsome Malthael player destroying DW's backlane? I don't know, the one that just died? I think he just died. But we'll see. Now it's Party Time up here at the boss. And DEW in the mid lane. They're going to push out the bot lane with that lava wave, getting the, well, I guess getting the XP in a way. But ultimately, it's one of two lanes that they've got catapults spawning occasionally. There's already one sitting there in the lane. But right now, both teams having level 20, not really looking for a fight. Kind of electing to just hang out, clear their lanes, keep them even, gather gems, see if they can't push with a web weaver. Boss is available, so I mean a good fight turns into a boss and potentially core for either one of these teams as the keeps are down. Ragnaros is going to pop molten core. Took a double lava wave there, just as an FYI. Chess Clue getting caught by the root, but does use Bolt of the Storm to get out. Rackham, just so you're aware, this is a replay cast. They've already, in case you weren't aware, they've already played the game. All right, rotating in here. So now we're seeing this boss play. We're seeing Party Time say, all right, we've got the opportunity to get in on this. We can burn it quickly. And DEW knows they're here. Johanna's coming in. The root going out, so pulling off of the boss is Party Time, I thought, but they have fully leashed it. There we go. Fair enough, Rackham. ETC gets a power slide, getting in onto the Malfurion, interrupting the Twilight Dream, but ETC's gonna pay for that. Blessed Shield going out. I don't think it actually hit anybody. But Ragnaros is going to fall there. Gets the kill onto this lava wave. What the heck is happening? What on earth? Jaina now is 1v2 here. Can she make it out? She does, and Malthael falls to the Rainer. I guess like, is that what happened? Does Malthael fall to the Raider? Let's see if I can pull this back up here. All right. Gonna follow the teams just so I can watch as that lava wave just gets so much value. And it looks like we got the Siege Giants coming up. Yep, Raider just sticking on Malthael. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Just enough damage. That's crazy. And we see the pings here. DEW looking to get their turn in. They just need 3 more. We see Gul'dan coming in to interrupt it. Siege Camp going in the bot lane is going to provide some pressure, so ultimately I think I would rather see them clear that out. But they're gonna, it looks like Arendel's gonna try turn in anyway. Not quite able to do it. I think he interrupted himself with a command on the Raider. The Angel of Death fell by a little Banshee, right? Just this little drone, right? Like imagine your 6-year-old with a remote controlled drone flying it around and it just, you know, kills the Angel of Death. Siege Camp's still going though. Not a lot of health on it, so it'll find its way to death soon enough. Speaking of death, ETC's gonna have to use that Bolt of the Storm to get out. That Siege Camp now makes it all the way up to the keep. Blessed Shield did go out there. Another great telekinesis silence onto Johanna. Big shield though, I'm assuming that was from Malfurion. No, it's from Johanna using that Blinded by the Light. So that's a long cooldown. It's reduced by hitting people with your flashlight, so it reduces the cooldown by 8 seconds. I think it's 90 seconds base though. 60 seconds base, sorry. So it can come back up pretty quickly if you can hit a lot of people with your flashlight. Webweavers in the mid lane already cleared up here, so not getting a lot of value. Top lane is moving forward, but it's not quite anywhere to get any damage here. Speaking of which, it's gonna go down. Sorry, I was just catching up on chat. I kind of want this game to go for like an hour. Well, it's already gone for 22:45, Rackham, so, you know, why not? It could go on for a little while. Bot Webweaver, however, making it all the way from keep to not quite keep. It's not gonna get there. Blessed Shield going out this time. Bolt of the Storm gets a power slide, gets the mosh pit, gets interrupted. Big silence coming out. The Twilight Dream followed up with the Ring of Frost, gonna delete the Alarak. The Malthael Ana coming in next. A triple kill for DEW, and they nearly got chest clue there with that power slide. He started taking some damage from the Bruiser camp. And now with this wave in the bot lane, they're gonna make their way onto the keep. Jaina lagging a little bit behind. Now there is still enough for Party Time to get another turn in. Oh my goodness. Jaina getting work done on the ETC, and Malthael falling next, but they do get the kill, the counter kill onto the Malfurion, and that's gonna force, oh no, does Ragnaros die here too? No way. I think he survives with a sliver. Yeah, tens of health once again. Ragnaros has a 4-leaf clover growing out of his butt. So many times that Ragnaros has made it out with almost death. And now we're seeing DEW make their way up to the boss. They got Raynor, they got Jaina. They can get on this boss. They can burn it pretty quickly. There's no ETC. There's no Malthael. Did Malthael not take No One Can Stop Death? He did. Okay. So Alarak did check there, saw that they were on the boss. They've got the web weavers coming out. So Luigi G probably going to back here. Yep. As not a lot of health, not a lot of mana. Ragnaros leading the charge into the mid lane to clear up the minions here. Make a cream for that. Oh man. So Webweaver's pushed fairly far back. So this is a very defensive Webweaver here. Mid lane's gonna get cleared up very quickly. Bot lane will get cleared up as well. And the boss gonna keep this top Webweaver here for quite some time. They do get the wall out of it. Ultimately, that Webweaver, much like the one that we saw just a few moments ago in the bot lane for DEW, that top Webweaver is not going to make it very far. Certainly won't make it all the way as far as the keep. Raynor's Banshee here, checking out, watching the team come in, giving them some scouting vision. Well, let's check in. So no idea where they are. This is where it starts to get a little dangerous if you're Party Time. You don't know where they are. You see Johanna, so you know they're probably nearby. Let's check in. Where are they? So now we see ETC following behind the Raynor in the mid lane. But being fairly safe. Don't want to find themselves walking into a bush and then suddenly it's the end of the game. So neither team has gems for a turn-in. Neither team has a boss opportunity. This bruiser camp and the bottom siege camp are the only options available. And we haven't seen either team really looking for fights all that often. Like they've kind of found fights. They've happened because they're at an objective, because the web weaver's nearby, whatever. But they haven't actively gone like looking for each other. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, we're 27 minutes into this game. And Ekip here setting up the bush party, at least to start. By himself here, ETC gets the power slide onto Raynor. The root coming out. Might see a mosh pit here. Bolt of the Storm out. Blessed Shield coming in, though. There's the Twilight Dream. Ring of Frost going to hit 3. Alarak has almost no health. Malthael down, and the bot is going to fall on his next. And Alarak's going to be a triple kill. It's only Gul'dan and ETC against the full might of DEW. Ragnaros, however, in the Molten Core, and they're clearing lanes? Why are they clearing lanes? Why are they not pushing? Why are you not pushing this keep? Malthael came back. He had that no one can stop death. So it is now the 3 of them. Keep goes down. Here comes Lava Wave in the middle. That'll keep the pressure down so that they've got the, since they've got the keep coming in there. And they're going to back out. We got a 5-on-3 and we're backing away. Okay. What am I not seeing? They have Blessed Shield now. Alarak and Ana are still 10 seconds away. They're going to get the Bruiser Camp. The Bruiser Camp's going to go into the mid lane here, where there is a keep. All right. So is a boss coming up? No, 115. Ah, they've got web weavers. Okay, okay. So they're looking to get the web weavers and push in with the web weavers. The lanes are pushed up pretty nicely, so that could work. They need 6 more. Somebody's got to turn in for that to happen, though. And it's got to be Ragnaros. He's the only one with enough gems to make this happen. So the rest of the team kind of needs to zone it out. And now we do see Party Time is very strongly looking there. They're going to get the pull onto Malfurion. The Web Weavers are coming out now, but a massive mosh pit in the back. There's nobody to help, though. He keep coming in. They get that kill onto Malfurion, and Jaina falling next. Ragnaros going to be the 3rd, and suddenly that mosh pit turns into gold as Johanna going to be the next to fall. And these Web Weavers mean absolutely nothing as Party Time making their way directly to the core, and there's nothing Raynor can do about this. Unfortunately, Rackham, I don't think that we're going to see an hour-long game. It might... Nah, it's not even going to make it quite to the half-hour mark. Party Time going to close this one out. 1-0 over DEW. Party Time living up to their name indeed. 25 kills to 20. Lots of back and forth in that match. Absolutely. Some great plays, both of the teams. Some good moshes, some really strong damage coming out. The Alarak play was great. Had some really good Ring of Frosts, and the lava waves were used more than just for XP. I think probably fully 5 of the kills here were because, if not more, were because of Lava Wave, and the Twilight Dream's absolutely fantastic. Alrighty, that's gonna wrap us up for the evening. So since this is a replay cast, if you're watching this on the VOD later, check the next video it'll be linked in the description. For everybody here that's watching now, I appreciate you stopping by. Littlerock, once again, I do want to shout you out there for the 1,000 bits if you're still out there, and we'll get some chat on so that we can get your match replay cast. But again, thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you again soon. Make sure to stop by tomorrow. We've got another B East game tomorrow, and we've got a Division D East game that at least the B East, if you're watching this one, you're going to want to watch. But the D East is actually number 1 versus number 2, and whoever wins is number 1. So there you go. Have a good night, everybody.